Before proceeding with our very first virtual annual ceremonial review, ACR, I want to thank you. Generally, the ACR is a time for the cadets to show off to their parents, family, and friends what they have learned and accomplished throughout the cadet training year. With this year being a little different, I, along with my staff and senior cadets, have developed a virtual ACR for your enjoyment. Due to the circumstances of COVID-19, we are doing an annual cadet review virtually. On behalf of the staff, sponsoring committee, and the cadets, it is our pleasure to welcome you to 872 Squadron's 40th annual inspection. I am Major Anika Boudreau, the commanding officer of 872 Squadron. In 1941, the Air Cadet League first received its charter to create a youth organization that remains one of the premier youth organizations in Canada. In September 1979, Jim Davies and Jean Zabot felt that Canada, a relatively new suburb at the time, needed an Air Cadet squadron. They held an information night of 17 families showed up to register their sons and daughters. On January 11, 1980, the Minister of National Defence and the Air Cadet League of Canada officially approved the formation of 872 Kiwanis Canada Royal Canadian Air Cadet Squadron. This year, its 41th year, 872 remains sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Nepean and is commanded by myself, Major Anika Boudreau, CD. We have not stopped growing, and that first group of 17 cadets have grown into 240 cadets that you see on your screen in front of you. Today's ceremony marks the end of the cadets' training year. Although this year we are not having a formal inspection, you will see from the pictures that they have worked hard throughout the year. We hope you enjoy your presentation. Our reviewing officer this year is Brigadier General Menard. He's accepted to join us virtually during our ceremony. Chief of Staff Operations, Military Personnel Command. Brigadier General Sylvain Ménard was recently appointed the Chief of Staff Operations for Military Personnel Command in the National Capital Region, where he is responsible for the daily operations of the command. He joined the Canadian Forces in 1989 and attended the Royal Military College of Saint-Jean, CMR Saint-Jean, and Royal Canadian Military Roads RMCC Victoria, from which he graduated in 1994. He proceeded through pilot training and received his wings in 1995. In 1996, he was posted to 439 Squadron, Bagotville, Quebec, where he flew the CT-133 Silver Star. In 1998, he completed the fighter pilot lead in training and the fighter pilot course. He then flew the CF-188 with 425 Tactical Fighter Squadron from 1999 to 2003 and completed the Fighter Weapon Instructor course, FWIC, and the Tactical Leadership Program, TLP. In his flying career, Brigadier General Menard has accumulated over 2,600 flying hours on jet aircraft, with 1,600 of those hours in the CF-188 Hornet. Over the course of his career, he held various significant staff assignments. He was the 3 Wing Evaluations Exercise and Plans Officer, held the positions of Flight Commander, Operations Officer, and Deputy Squadron Commander at 425 Squadron, and worked at the 1 Canadian Air Division headquarters as the A3 Fighters. He deployed to Afghanistan in 2008 during Op Athena to work within the International Security and Assistance Force, ISAF, Combined Joint Operations Center. In 2011, he led the expeditious deployment of the Canadian Fighters and Air-to-Air Refuelers Detachment to Italy in support of Op Mobile, the country's contribution to the NATO Op Unified Protector. Over the course of that mission, Brigadier General Menard flew numerous combat missions over Libya in support of the United Nations Security Council Resolution 1973. In 2008, Brigadier General Maynard completed the Joint Command Staff College in Toronto, and in 2015, the USAF Air War College in Montgomery, Alabama. He assumed command of 3-Wing Bagotville 2013 to 2015 and filled the role of Director Defense Program Coordination in Ottawa 2015-2017. Following, he assumed the duties of Deputy Commander, Continental U.S. NORAD region in July 2017, where he was responsible for the region's continuous air defense readiness in addition to the defense of the U.S. National Capital Region. Brigadier General Maynard holds master's degree in strategic studies with academic distinction from the USAF Air University in Montgomery, Alabama, a master's degree in defense studies from the Royal Military College of Canada, RMC Kingston, Ontario, a bachelor degree in space sciences and physics from Royal Roads Military College, RMCC, Victoria, British Columbia, and a certificate in complex projects and procurement leadership from the Telfer School of Management, University of Ottawa, Ontario. Brigadier General Maynard was an air cadet, and that is where he developed his interest in the Royal Canadian Air Force. It is my pleasure to have him present with us virtually as our reviewing officer. We will now move on to the optional training portion of our program. I would now like to introduce to you the 872 Squadron's drill teams.
This year, 872 Squadron had 2 distinct drill teams, both of which are going to demonstrate their skills for you today. First up is 872 Squadron Strathcona team. This section of the drill team is made up of 21 cadets and is commanded by Sergeant Sebastian Brown. The specialty of this team is the silent sequence. The silent sequence is a 3 to 5 minute display of drill movements that each cadet has memorized and must perform without commands. The Strathcona team has been working tirelessly every Tuesday night since October to perfect the display. Continuing the displays is the 872 Squadron's improv team. This section of the drill team is made up of 16 cadets who are commanded by Sergeant Anderson. At competition, the team completes a drill sequence provided by the commander that they have not seen prior. The improv team works every Tuesday to improve their drill skills and ensure they are ready for any command. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you 872's improv team.
Every year at 872, Mr. Lopez of the SEC runs an exciting program on Monday nights that introduces cadets of level 3 and up to rocketry and aerospace. Through the 10-week course, they learn data analysis, teamwork, problem solving, science, and of course, build rockets. Cadets begin by building simpler paper models and eventually larger models made out of foam. They explore how different parts affect the aerodynamics of their rockets, and eventually assemble a full model rocket with a motor. The class usually takes place during March and April, so launching these rockets is usually delayed until later in May or June. In the past, they have been launched at Spring FTX, and even at the Connaught Grenade Range, as pictured here. Unfortunately, this year had to be cancelled, so these are pictures from 2017's class.
I would now like to introduce you to 872 Squadron's biathlon team.
Biathlon is an endurance sport where you have to cross-country ski for kilometers of challenging terrain, then proceed to shoot 5 targets, laying down. If you are looking for a fun way to stay in shape during the winter or simply cure the winter blues, biathlon is the squadron team for you. This footage is from the 2020 biathlon competition at Camp Fortune, where the teams must ski 5 kilometers of hilly terrain and shoot a total of 10 targets. Competitors must focus on controlling breathing when shooting and pace themselves on the Gatineau Hills, making sure not to wipe out after coming down. Not to mention the fresh snow which slows competitors down, you must always be ready to show what the squadron's enthusiasm and spirit is on snow. While it appears challenging, the overwhelmingly positive attitudes from the teams could inspire anyone to join.
Now I'd like to introduce you to 872's Fitness and Sports program.
One of the main aims of the Air Cadet program is to promote physical fitness. Every last Friday of each month, 872 holds a sports and fitness night. At these fitness nights, there's the opportunity to do fitness testings, and after the fitness testing, depending on the time, cadets will have the opportunity to play some sports. During the year, there was a fun physical activity trip, which was the Winter Activity Day. Cadets had the opportunity to ski, snowboard, tube, and snowshoe. 872 also hosted and participated in a kimball tournament this year for all squadrons in the region, and they also participated in an inter-squadron bowling tournament. The photos that are currently being shown are some of the highlight of these events this year.
Hard work, hard work. Hard work, hard work, hard work, work. There you go. Hard work, work. Everybody doing it right. Hard work, work, work. That's what I say. Hard work, work, work. Earn more pay. Hard work, work. Hard work, do it every day. Hard work, work. Get up out of 2:45. Hard work, work. To go and earn more pay. Hard work, work. Put the boots on and lace them up. Hard work, work. Another day to work. Hard work, hard work. That's what.
I would now like to introduce you to 872's Squadron's marksmanship team.
One of the most popular activities that we offer here at 872 is target shooting. Cadets shoot 2 types of targets, competition targets and grouping targets. Competition targets are when the cadets have 10 pellets and shoot at 10 dots. These are marked by how close the cadets shoot to the center of the dot. A perfect target is when all the shots are in the center of the dot. This is extremely hard to do. Flight Sergeant Gold shot a perfect target last year and earned himself an 100 pin. Grouping targets are more commonly shot. These are the targets scored based on how close the shots are together. To earn a marksmanship badge, the cadets shoot tight groupings. There are 4 levels of badges that a cadet can earn: Marksman, First Class Marksman, Expert Marksman, Distinguished Marksman. The marksmanship team is a group of cadets who represent the squadron at a regional competition. They train very hard Saturday mornings to represent the squadron well.
I would now like to introduce you to 872 Squadron's band.
Is 872 Squadron's band. The band works to prepare music for various parades and competitions every Thursday night from 7 to 9. This year, they have had the amazing opportunity of playing in multiple public venues, including the Stittsville Parade of Lights, GOFO Hockey, and many more. Ladies and gentlemen, 872's band.
Told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's DOA. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. I used to rule the world, seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone, sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes, listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. One minute I held the key, next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you go there was never an honest word. That was when I ruled the world.
We now arrive at the part of the presentation where some cadets get handed some awards. I would like to call upon Master Warrant Officer Boudreau to present the Music of Excellence Award.
Thank you. As you have seen throughout the year, there is a lot of excellent musicians in our band, which make choosing just one an exceedingly difficult task. This is why this trophy is not necessarily awarded to the most technically skilled cadet, but to the band member deemed to have made the greatest effort and the most progress in becoming a serious musician over the past year. This year's recipient is Flight Corporal Leah Caravilla. Congratulations.
I would like to call upon Mr. Patrick Lafleur to present the Squadron Leader John James Prentice Award for the junior member of the drill team.
The Squadron Leader John James Prentice Award was donated to the squadron in 2002 by the Prentice family. This award is presented to a junior member of the drill team that demonstrates a strong commitment to the team, as well as an excellent ability in drill, dress, and deportment. This year's award is presented to LAC Justin Ung. Congratulations.
I would like to call upon Mr. Carl Pilon to present the Major H.E. Hadow Award for Drill Proficiency.
Drill instruction have been used to instill self-discipline, confidence, and a sense of teamwork into their cadet. Each week, every cadet practice his or her drill. Cadets join the drill team to perfect their personal skills while working within a team framework. The Major H.E. Hadow Award for drill proficiency was created in 1988 to recognize drill proficiency at the squadron. This year, awards go to Sergeant Sebastian Brown. Congratulations, Sebastian. Well deserved. Can't wait to see our drill team back in action as soon as we can. Be patient and stay safe. Thanks.
I would like to call upon Master Warrant Officer Kenny Boudreau to present the Kiwanis Club of Nepean Award for Sportsmanship and Proficiency in Athletics.
Thank you. One of the fundamental aims of the Air Cadet movement is the promotion of sportsmanship and physical fitness. The Kiwanis Club of Nepean Awards for Sportsmanship and Proficiency in Athletics was donated in 1999 and is awarded annually to the cadets who have best exemplified these qualities. This year's award goes to Flight Sergeant Marc Fortin. Congratulations.
I would like to call upon Mrs. Susan Grant, our Regional Coordinator, to present the Squadron Sponsoring Committee Chairperson's Top Recruit Award.
Hello, 872 Squadron. Thank you very much for inviting me to be a part of your virtual annual ceremonial review and for including me in your presentations. I am very thrilled to be presenting the Sponsoring Committee Chairperson's Top Recruit Trophy. When young people join 872 Squadron, they go through weeks of recruit training, which includes general knowledge, uniform preparation, and lots of drill. The Sponsoring Committee's Chairman's Top Recruit Trophy was established in 2001 and is given to the cadet who excels in their first year of junior level training, but also has good attendance, shows dedication, and contributes to the esprit de corps of the squadron. I'm very pleased to present this year's award to LAC Nicholas Boudreau. Congratulations, LAC Boudreau, and all the best to you next year in your training.
I have the privilege to present the Commanding Officer's Award for the top second-year cadet. During the second year of a cadet's career, confidence and self-assurance begin to show. The Commanding Officer's Award was established in 1981 and it was presented each year to the top second-year cadet. Good attendance, participation, leadership, and deportment are all considered when selecting the top second-year cadet. This year's recipient is Corporal Michael Bradbury. Congratulations. I would like to call upon Master Warrant Officer Mike Manning to present the Master Warrant Officer Dan Demers Memorial Award.
I have the pleasure of presenting the Master Warrant Officer Dan Demers Memorial Award for Dress and Deportment. This award is presented to honor Master Warrant Officer Daniel Demers, a regular force volunteer at 872 Royal Canadian Air Cadet Squadron. Master Warrant Officer Demers was a model of military bearing, and his deportment was above reproach. While volunteering with 872 RCACS, he was always ready and willing to help all of our staff and cadets with their personal drill, dress, and deportment. Master Warrant Officer Demers was an excellent role model for the cadets, staff, and sponsoring committee members alike. This award is presented annually to the cadet who best exemplifies Master Warrant Officer Demers' personal standards of drill, dress, and deportment, and the cadet whose actions embody those demonstrated by Master Warrant Officer Demers in his interaction with all squadron members. I'm pleased to present this year's award to Flight Sergeant Darian Neal. Congratulations.
I would like to call upon the City Councillor Glenn Gower to present the City of Canada Mayor's Trophy for the top senior cadet.
Junior cadets look to the senior cadets for guidance. The senior cadets impart their experience and knowledge onto the junior cadets. Leading by example is one of the best ways to teach young cadets and to ensure that traditions are carried on. The City of Canada Mayor's Trophy was created in 1982 to recognize the top senior cadet. Participation, attendance, leadership, and respect for others are all considered when selections are made for this award. This year's recipient is Warrant Officer First Class Nicole Glusman. Congratulations.
I would like to call upon Captain Megan Manning to present the Captain Brian Patrick Field Memorial Award for Leadership.
It is my honor to present the Captain Brian Patrick Field Memorial Award for Leadership. This award was donated to 872 Royal Canadian Air Cadet Squadron on January 21st, 1998 by Mr. Stephen Van Est, a former Cadet Squadron commander. This award is presented in memory of the late Captain Brian Patrick Field of the Royal Canadian Dragoons. Captain Field began his military journey as a cadet with 872 RCACS. This award is presented annually to the senior NCO who best displays the qualities of leadership and the principles that guided Captain Field throughout his life. This award recognizes a leader who pays particular attention to the welfare, development, and care of their subordinates, a leader who goes above and beyond the average expectations of a person in their position of authority, a leader who puts the cadets' interest before their own, a person who is right there leading by example, and a cadet who shows the potential to continue to rise to the highest cadet ranks. The senior NCOs of 872 RCACS are an amazing group of dedicated cadets. This year, we would like to present this award to 2 deserving senior NCOs. Congratulations to Flight Sergeant Anusha Wakar and Warrant Officer Second Class Dennis Menchikov.
The Warrant Officer First Class Mike Chandler Memorial Award was established in 2002 and is awarded to the junior ground school student who has attained the highest overall average in the junior ground school program. The trophy represents the intense interest and passion of a junior cadet to succeed at becoming a pilot. The same traits are evident in Warrant Officer First Class Chandler's desire to become a pilot from the first day of his junior ground school training and culminated with his success in getting his air cadet wings after completing senior ground school. He subsequently graduated from aviation college, became a commercial pilot, and realized his dream of flying in Africa. Junior ground school cadets are aged between 12 and 14 and are separated from senior ground school due to the more advanced material at that level of study. As well, cadets cannot be awarded flight summer camps until they turn 16 for glider or 17 for power flight. This year's recipient is Corporal Maxim Zainulin.
When the Air Cadet movement was established in 1941, its purpose was to train young pilots. Of all the opportunities within the Air Cadet movement, flying and the training of pilots have always been paramount. The Ray Pearson Award for Aeronautical Proficiency was established in 1987 to recognize interest and abilities in aviation. It recognizes the dedication that is required over 5 subjects and 5 months of aviation theory and assessment. The cadet who receives this award has achieved the highest average in his or her cohort. This year, I'm proud to announce that the recipient is Flight Sergeant Nicholas Trimble.
I would like to call upon our Air Cadet League representative, Mrs. Mary Christine Lalonde, to present the Sponsoring Committee's Citizenship Award.
The Sponsoring Committee's Citizenship Award. In 2002, our sponsoring committee donated a trophy that is called the Sponsoring Committee's Citizenship Award. The cadet who will win this trophy has demonstrated that they have an appreciation for what constitutes good citizenship, both inside and outside of the squadron. The winner of this award will have demonstrated the following qualities: awareness of others less fortunate who require assistance from the squadron, is a person who puts others before themselves, continuously contributes to the welfare of cadets within the squadron, participates regularly in activities outside of 872, reflecting a positive image of the squadron, organized events that are beneficial to the community, both inside and outside of cadets. This year's recipient is Flight Sergeant Marc Fortin. Congratulations, Flight Sergeant Fortin.
I would like to call upon Officer Cadet Bill McKinnon to present the Junior Leadership Award for levels 2 to 3.
The Junior Leadership Award is presented annually to the squadron junior non-commissioned member, corporal, or flight corporal who has demonstrated positive and motivational leadership throughout the year with their peers and subordinates. This year, the recipient is Flight Corporal Jessica Spirik. Congratulations.
I would like to call upon Officer Cadet Lynn Yagi to present the Most Enthusiastic Level 1 Award.
This award is for the first year cadet that has constantly displayed having a positive attitude and eager enjoyment towards their peers, superiors, and their unit during all the events throughout the year. This year's award winner is LAC Hano Hang.
I would like to call upon Major Leonard Johnson to present the Junior Esprit de Corps for levels 2 to 4.
The award is presented annually to the squadron cadet who displays the highest esprit de corps and motivation throughout the training year. This year's award winner is Sergeant Alexander Anderson.
I would like to call upon Mr. Pelletier and the President Bruce Judge of the Royal Canadian Legion Branch 638 to present the Royal Canadian Legion Medal of Excellence.
The Canadian Legion Cadet Medal of Excellence is awarded in recognition for individual endeavors in citizenship that meet or enhance the aims and objectives of the cadet movement. The main objective in awarding the Royal Canadian Legion Cadet Medal of Excellence is to emphasize the citizenship aspects of the cadet program. To be eligible for consideration, the cadet must meet the following conditions: meet all requirements of the unit annual mandatory and optional training programs, participate in a minimum of 3 community service events, must be regarded by peers and superiors as exemplifying the model cadet, and enhance the cadet corps through cooperation with peers and subordinates, comradeship, promoting goodwill and morale within the unit, aiding in the development of group identity and cohesiveness, supporting and assisting fellow unit members, and his or her involvement in local community activities. This year's recipient is Sergeant Anderson.
I would like to call upon Major Matt Ali, our Area Elemental Advisor, Montreal Sector, Ottawa Valley, to present the Strathcona Medal.
The Strathcona Foundation was created in 1909. Lord Strathcona, High Commissioner for Canada in London at the time, was interested in improving physical conditioning and developing intellectual activity by encouraging self-discipline, citizenship, and patriotism among the youth. To that end, he established the foundation bearing his name. In 1923, the organization had a medal struck to be presented to the most meritorious cadet in each corps or squadron. The medal is the highest distinction that a cadet can earn at their unit for distinguishing themselves among their peers and contributing personally in their community. The recipient of this award goes to Warrant Officer First Class Nicole Glusman.
I now welcome Brigadier General Sylvain Menard to say a few words to address the squadron.
Commanding Officer of 872 Kiwanis Canada Air Cadet Squadron, Major Annika Boudreau.
Chair of the Sponsoring Committee, Mr. Mark Vermeer, families and friends, and finally but not least, cadets. Well, it is an honor and a pleasure for me to be with you today, even though it is just virtually. So thank you very much for the invitation, and I hope that you will enjoy this short video. I have 3 messages for you today. The first one is broken in 2 parts. So my first message is a message of congratulations and thanks. Congratulations to you all for your 40th anniversary of the Cadet Squadron, which occurred in January 2020. 240 cadets, 40 years, going strong, growing every day is quite the achievement, and I want to congratulate you all who contributed to this. Which leads me to thanks. I think we need to thank the commanding officer, Major Boudreau, as well as the sponsoring committee and everyone who made this possible. Quite the achievement, and I'm really proud of you. And cadets, you need to thank them after this short video for all they do for you every day, and make sure that you thank your parents as well, who are there to support you unconditionally in all that you do, to drive you around for this cadet movements and to be there and support you. So please make sure you thank all the folks that are present in your life that make this contribution possible. My second message for you today is a message of resilience. As we say in the Air Force, flexibility is key to air power. Well, we sure need flexibility in this unprecedented period around COVID-19. Folks, adversity is an opportunity for virtue. I expect you to rise to the challenge. Stay fit intellectually, stay fit mentally, stay fit socially and spiritually, stay fit physically, set your mind to your objectives, don't give up and go for it. Which leads me to my third message for you today. Do not sacrifice your potential for security. Do not sacrifice your potential for security. For me, 34 years ago, I was in your shoes as an air cadet. I was on a summer camp at 3-Wing in Bagotville, and I saw 2 CF-18 take off on afterburners in the middle of the night. And it's at that moment that I realized that this is what I wanted to do. And I gotta tell you, folks, for all the people around me that encouraged me in my dream, there were always folks that had doubts about me. Do not listen to them. I'm here to tell you today that you can achieve whatever you want to achieve in life. Just set your mind to it and have perseverance and determination, and you will make it. Well, folks, those were the 3 short messages that I had for you today. I would like to conclude again by saying that it's an honor and a pleasure for me to be here. If I could do it all over and start in the cadet movements again, I would. So enjoy every minute of it. And I want to conclude by telling you and asking you to live by your motto of the cadet program, which is to learn, to serve, to advance. Such is the pathway to the stars. Sic itur ad astra. Thank you very much.
Next, I would like to call upon the chairperson of the sponsoring committee, Mr. Mark Vermeer, for his address.
Cadets, staff, volunteers, parents, and guests. To say the least, this has been a unique year. The situation changed so quickly from the first weeks of March, where we were business as usual, to a month and a half later when the cadet program was shut down completely for the rest of the year. This is not how any of us expected the year to end. While I know it's very disappointing to the cadets and also to the staff and volunteers and parents that a lot of our favorite activities, and more importantly the summer camps, had to be canceled, I think you will all agree that the safety of the cadets and everyone involved in the program is the most important thing, and the chain of command has made the right decision. As always, I want to thank everyone involved in running the program. This includes the staff, the SSC directors, the volunteers, and the parents, and the people up and down the chain of command on both the military side and the Air Cadet League side of the program. Most important, however, I think we need to offer a big thanks to the cadets, and in particular the seniors. We have a great, dedicated group of senior cadets this year, from the superb leadership of WO1 Glusman down the chain of command to the WO2s, the flight sergeants, and sergeants. They started out the year strong, but to me what is really noteworthy is the way they've handled the last couple of months. Keeping the cadets engaged in this unprecedented time has been a challenge, but one that they met quickly and extremely well. by posting challenges to the cadets, videos, online classes, and most recently an incredible virtual FTX. The seniors of this and many of the other squadrons have stepped up and adapted to this change in our reality. Great job, guys. Our SSC elections have been postponed until late summer or September due to the provincial shutdown. However, by late September, I will have passed the role of chairperson of the SSC on to another director. This does not mean the end of my involvement with this squadron or with the Air Cadet program as a whole. However, after 4.5 years in this position, it is time to pass the reins on to someone new. On that note, I want to thank everyone, again, the SSC, directors, volunteers, the staff, the parents, and the cadets, for the many great times, friendships, experiences that being involved with this program have afforded me. To all the parents, if you have ever thought about becoming involved with the program, I highly recommend you do so. We have a great group of people not only involved in this squadron, but in the program as a whole, and I promise you it will be time well spent. I hope to see you all back next year, but to the seniors that won't be returning because you're going off to school or aging out, I wish you success in your future lives, and I know that this program has helped prepare you for whatever comes your way. I'm sure you will find success in whatever path you choose. Let's hope by September that COVID-19 will be behind us and life will have returned to normal. Thank you very much.
Next, I would like to call upon Warrant Officer First Class Nicole Glesman, the Cadet Squadron Commander, for her address to the squadron.
Hello 872. I'm Warrant Officer First Class Glesman. I want to start off by saying thank you. Thank you to all the officers, seniors, and cadets for the trust and confidence you displayed in me throughout the year. I couldn't have asked for a better team to lead. Although this isn't an ideal way to end the year, I couldn't be more proud of each and every cadet for all the hard work and dedication you put into the squadron. Level 1s, you are the biggest level we have, with the most energy and enthusiasm. Right behind you are the Level 2s, who show the true meaning of a close-knit family. The most eager level is Level 3, who are always on their toes, wanting to learn more about leadership and jump at every opportunity to help out during flight time. Can't forget about the Level 4s, who show great leadership attributes when put in a leadership situation. They're also going to be the leaders of the squadron in the following year. Last, but definitely not least, are the Level 5s, who went above and beyond all expectations to make this year possible. From regular parade nights to Christmas parties and FTXs, 872 cadets have grown together tremendously. I couldn't have asked for a better team to lead, and I am so thankful to have had this opportunity. Thank you so much to all 872 cadets. I wish you all the best and good luck to everyone.
Good afternoon, honored guests, parents, staff, and most importantly, the cadets. I'm always extremely proud to let people know that I am the commanding officer of 872 Squadron. Over the year, you have pushed yourself to your limits. I know that if the drill, band, and marksmanship competition went ahead this year, we would have blown the other units out of the water. I congratulate every one of you for the time you take out of your busy schedules to commit to 872 Squadron. Through our weekly training and our optional training activities such as biathlon, marksmanship, band, ground school, drill, sports, Duke of Edinburgh, effective speaking, Toastmasters, drill team, rocketry, drone, and the list goes on. I challenge you in future years to continue thriving to the best you can be. In the past few months, our daily routine has changed drastically. I'm extremely happy to see the commitment in which your senior leaders have done in the past couple of months during these challenging times. From Facebook challenges to online classes and a virtual field training exercise, you truly set the example for others, units alike. I understand the frustrations that many of you have when it comes to summer camps. I know that this is one of the best experiences that one can have within a cadet program. some lucky enough to obtain their flying scholarships, while some experienced life away from home. I wanted to reiterate what the Commander of Cadets, Junior Canadian Rangers stated. It was a difficult decision, one that was not taken lightly, in which is the right decision, one in order to protect the health and safety of our cadets. I would like to invite you to join us on June 3rd at 7 p.m. for a Promotion in Aging Out ceremony. Please join us on 872 Squadron Facebook page for a live virtual CO's parade. Until then, I hope all stay safe. Thank you.